Alright guys, I'm back. I've actually been moving into a new place for the past couple of weeks. I haven't really had any time to make any videos because of that. And I've actually made a Discord here to keep you guys updated, just in case something like this does happen again. I can still kind of post without having to make YouTube videos. And I will include the link to the Discord in the description below. So with that being said, let's head down to the charts. Looking at Ethereum Classic on the daily, you can see really nothing much has changed here since my previous video. You can see from this bottom to this top, we've had around a 65% move, which is pretty decent. Here you can see that we are finding resistance off of the EMA ribbon, which is to be expected. It currently looks like we're somewhat holding this uptrend for the most part. And really the best case scenario for this is breaking the EMA ribbon to the upside while holding this uptrend. If we can do that, we can start testing the Ichimoku cloud and hopefully break it to the upside as well. But generally these patterns where we have a move down and then a small uptrending move, they continue the move that came into it. So we had a move down into this uptrend, so we should expect another move down. Now I mentioned this in my previous video, it looks like we have held the 200 weekly moving average for Ethereum Classic. Bitcoin usually finds a bottom around this range. Sometimes we do break below it, and sometimes we only test it before we move higher. But generally for Bitcoin, this is the bottom. So we'll just have to see if this is also the bottom for Ethereum Classic, which it could very well be. You can see from the top here all the way to where we are currently, we've had a pretty nice move down. All the way to the bottom. This wick is around a 91% loss. And really considering how world economics are right now, it's really not looking great for most of the cryptocurrency industry. If we are moving into somewhat of a recession, we could very well see lower price action here. Taking a look at the 4-hourly chart, you can see that the Ichimoku cloud, the 200 EMA, as well as the EMA ribbon, have been keeping Ethereum Classic down within this move to the downside. You can see here we are in a consolidating move, so the EMA ribbon and the Ichimoku cloud in this time frame really aren't giving us much information. You can see that we are obeying the 200 EMA right here as of right now. So again, we really need to move out of this relatively quickly, or else this bear flag can play out and we can find another move down. Taking a look at the hourly, things really aren't as clean here. You can see during this move down, we've had a couple of fake outs, but ultimately trended lower. As you can see here, the Ichimoku cloud and the EMA ribbon really haven't been providing much. We've been kind of flip-flopping between being above and below the 200 EMA here on the hourly. So again, this is more of a consolidation move before a potential move further down. So to sum things up here, the downtrend, at least from this move, is cooling off. You can see that we have been holding this green box of support here, as well as the golden pocket between the 620 and the 65 on the Fibonacci retracement from this top. If this is the bottom, at least locally, we could very well find a move all the way up to the 0.5 level, which is sitting around $30 before we find a rejection. If we don't find a rejection here that sends us lower, we could continue to trend higher, and likely we'll move all the way up to this previous high here, or even these previous lows at the 0.382 level. Playing it safe, I'll probably call it the 382, which is around $43. And ultimately, to start a new longer term uptrend here, we really need to break some of these previous highs as we continue to set lower highs and lower lows, which is a confirmed downtrend. Zooming out here a little bit, you can see this green box of support. If we do break it to the downside, we could very well sweep these lows again, which is sitting around $4, really anywhere between, say, $3.50 all the way up to $4. There is a potential that we find a bottom at the 786, but in my opinion, I think it's just going to be a bounce before we reject off of the green box of support, which will then be red because we'll be using it as resistance. So if we do come down to the 786, I wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. We could very well come up to retest this and then trend lower. So this is all I have for Ethereum Classic today. If you enjoyed this video, go hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, go and do so. If you'd like to join the Discord, the link is in the video description below. As always, this is not financial advice. I'll see you in the next one.